Welcome back. You're watching the Property Show. It's time to start taking questions which have come to us from our viewers. And the first one, really interesting, Vipul Kakkar on the phone line with us. But of course, before that, let me introduce Sameer Jasuja, CEO and founder of Prop Equity, who's with me to, of course, present all the data and give Vipul the best advice. Vipul, thank you very much for joining us. A very happy new year. Go ahead. How can we help you?
Hi, thank you. Actually, I'm looking to invest in plots in Indore, and my budget is around 30 lakhs. I'm looking at areas near the super corridor where TCS and Infosys offices are coming up.
All right, so 30 lakhs, super corridor. That's the big thing that is being spoken about. Indore was a hugely investor-driven market. We've covered that market a lot of times. And interestingly, Sameer, the data which has come back shows that it's one of those markets which hasn't actually literally tanked like some of the NCR markets have. It's held on in terms of price appreciation.
Yeah, because really the most important reason being that the base price has been very low. You don't get plots anywhere in big cities like Indore at 10,000-12,000 rupees a square yard. And especially in a micro market which has a lot of potential, proximity to the airport, 2 large IT campuses coming up. You know, when this kind of news, property prices shoots up a lot more than what has been witnessed in Indore. So there is
at one time we were worried that it's become overheated, but it's stayed stable throughout to 2014. I must say.
I think besides the international airport, besides the airport and the 2 campuses coming up, there is no social infrastructure there. So that is the prime reason why livability is still not there on Super Corridor.
Food is great there. So there is that part of the social infrastructure.
I'm talking about Super Corridor Road in particular, actually. I don't know where you
So no social livability on the Super Corridor, but yes, it's a future at this point in time. Okay, let's run through the data.
Plus inventory overhang is decent. It's only about 12 odd months because of a lot of investor interest earlier. Prices are pretty low even now, 1,350 rupees a square foot over there, and the price appreciation has been reasonably good compared to Indore. It's been probably the highest, 12% on an annualized basis. The 3 projects that you can consider are Indore Greens by MRMGF. This is a project, the only township on the main road of Super Corridor. Others are about 1 to 2 kilometers behind. That's why the pricing is a little higher at 2,000 rupees a foot. Township has got a silver grading also from Ministry of Environment and Forest. Good infrastructure development within the township. Township is ready. Nariman City by Naman Constructions. This is much lower, priced between 1,450 and 2,050 rupees a square foot. This is the largest 120-acre township still available with the developer. Block A has already been sold out and handed over. Block B will be handed over early next year. This is close to both the TCS and Infosys base on the Super Corridor. The third and last project is Sakar Corridor by Sakar Group. This is the cheapest at 1,250. This is a 76-acre township, and it's about 4 to 5 kilometers from the airport. So price keeps on dropping substantially as the further you go from the airport.
So the reason why the Emaar project is most expensive is it's the closest to the center, CBD, proximity to the airport. All right, main road. Though I must say, I'm just glad that this is a plotted development by Emaar MGF, and therefore we can recommend it, because in terms of completing any of their projects, Sameer, it's just not moving anywhere.
But I'm surprised. You know, I just was in Dubai and the Burj Khalifa has been built by them.
Doesn't matter. The local partners, MGF has killed their reputation in this country.
That's true. But unfortunately, you know, the kind of development that they've done over there is probably the best in the world.
Well,
and what they're doing here, I am yet to, you know, understand, because they are majority, if not majority, at least substantial partners. And they can put their foot down.
Okay, either the Indian market is very complicated that even some of the best global names are unable to perform here, or the intent is just not there, because Emaar MGF, thank God the Indore Greens one is a plotted development, and therefore we can say go ahead and buy it. But otherwise we would be very wary of recommending anything by this developer, especially new projects. Nariman City, Naman Constructions is the second one, and Sakar Corridor by Sakar Group. Okay, we've got our next caller, and Gaurav Gupta on the phone line. He's got a question for Ghaziabad. Where exactly, Gaurav, in Ghaziabad would you like us to help you with to find a property?
I'm looking for a property in Mohan Nagar, Hyderabad area.
Okay, all right.
I'm looking for a property something like 1600 to 1800 square foot, something like 3 BHK. So I would request if you can give me a view on the properties available there.
All right. So, well, hugely socially livable area, no problems there. But what's the quality of construction coming? How many good developers are in this area, Sameer?
Well, what we've done is that we would recommend you to look at Hyderabad and Indirapuram over Mohan Nagar because
Mohan Nagar is so industrial.
It's really industrial. There are hardly any projects over there, and reputed developers you can literally forget about. So Indirapuram will get you gated complexes with the social infrastructure there, with a lot of other benefits compared to Mohan Nagar. And Hyderabad, of course, is a very oldish kind of a community. It's an industrial and traditional plotted villa development area with very few options again, but we've managed to pull out one.
Hold, Sameer. Available units 0, inventory overhang month 0. So basically it's a resale market.
It's a resale market. It's an old market that he wants. So even Indirapuram inventory overhang is 0 because it's all ready projects is what he's looking for.
Okay, all right. So you're saying for ready projects, there are no unsold stock.
Yeah,
there is no unsold stock, and he basically will have to go and buy from an existing investor or a house owner.
Or a resale market.
But that figure has to be explained. You know, that 0 figure you don't see very often.
Absolutely. So here the weighted average price of Hyderabad still remains at about 5,000 rupees a square foot, although it's appreciated quite well over the last 2.5 years at 14% annualized, and Indirapuram has been slightly better at 5,350 on the weighted average price chart, and price appreciation has also been about 15% on an annualized basis. The projects that you can consider are Vrindavan Greens. This is about 3 kilometers from the Dilshad Garden metro station, 4,200 rupees a foot. The project is a small project of about 1.75 acres with 2 towers. Density is very high, 216 units. So that is a cause of concern, and these areas are congested, although the developer is saying 27% covered and 73% open. That may be the case, but density is a concern. And Shipra Neo by Shipra, this is in Indirapuram. This project has been ready for some time. 2012, 225-acre township. Project offers 2-bedroom apartments of G plus 14 stories. Each unit has about 3 balconies, which is a big plus, and a utility balcony. Excellent location on NH24. And lastly, you have Supertech Icon in Indirapuram, 5,300. In Nyayakhand, this is a 16-acre project having 6 blocks. So decent in density because it's 604 apartments and it has all the sports facilities, and project is now 3 years old, but it's a well-maintained society.
All right, so 3 projects recommended, and of course, how hard would it be to find an apartment in resale in these 3, Sameer?
Today, I don't think there will be a challenge at all.
No?
There won't be any challenges. These apartment complexes have got large number of units, and at any given point in time, he'll easily be able to get between 5 and 10.
Okay,
options.
So local broker. Otherwise, of course, there is a fabulous array of online websites with listings. So just go ahead, take a look, and then pick an apartment out of this list of your choice. Okay, let's move on. Dilip Gupta on the phone line with us. Dilip, hi. Thank you very much for joining in. Tell us, how can we help you?
Hi, good evening. I wanted to purchase a 3 BHK in Kandivali East, Mumbai, Thakur Village. Because the prices are very high, roughly around 3 to 3.5 crores, I wanted an advice. Should I wait for a few months to get some better deals, or I should go ahead and buy it now to avoid the price increase?
Okay, so Dilip, Mumbai is at a very curious juncture. First of all, prices have run up like crazy. It's become unaffordable for people to buy homes in Mumbai. Unfortunately, though, anything that you're looking at, especially an area like Kandivali, land's just not available. So there is no way that prices are going to come down. In fact, developers have already built in a lot of price discounts in new projects, at least by giving subvention and freebies, etc. Are they going to crack further? I mean, inventory is at an all-time high, but I don't think they're likely to crack.
You're absolutely right. Possibility of secondary markets in Mumbai, whether you call them Kandivali, Andheri, Bandra, you cannot expect any kind of prices to crash whatsoever at this from here onwards. A lot of softness in the market, deals not happening, that may continue to be the case for the next 6 months to 12 months. But having said that, price drops are not going to happen. Give or take 2, 3, 4% that you sit across the table and negotiate. That is the best that you'll probably be able to manage. Here the inventory overhang is still safe for Kandivali East at 20 months. The luxury segments weighted average price is 13,000 rupees a square foot. The price appreciation has not been that high. Now if you look at it, it's about 9.5% on an annualized basis. There's been a drop in the last 6 months.
Prices have dropped.
Yeah.
So that's why he's worrying. Are they going to crack further, Sameer, is what he's asking.
That's what we would like to say, that these are the markets that had witnessed price appreciation of 40 to 50% over 2.5 years, and that's now dropped to say 24%. We don't anticipate further price drops going forward. The prices may stay stable and transactions may not happen.
Okay.
So for
and my thing is, there shouldn't be any hurry, Dilip. Like your big question was, should I buy now? Will prices start rising? I doubt it. Take your time. I mean, 2-3 months prices ain't going to go anywhere. The 20 months
absolutely.
inventory overhang.
You can be selective. You can go and do enough research on the ground. You may get a good distressed deal also. But for that you may need to be patient and go out there in the secondary markets to get that. Okay. The projects that you can consider here are Raheja Universal. This is at 14,000. It's an 11-acre project, so it's a very good project, large-sized project. In the Khattav Estate, Thakur Village area, 700 meters away from the Western Express Highway. Here the carpet area is about 1,000 odd square feet for 1,700 odd square feet apartment, and 1,214 square feet also is carpet area. The good amenities are here, like Sky Lounge, clubhouse, swimming pool, gymnasium. All the facilities of a gated complex are being available in this project. So you should seriously consider this. Thakur Jewels by Thakur Realty, this is between 12,700 and 13,000, but a very small project of 82 units only. And this is located on the 120 feet road, and project is about 300 meters away from the Thakur Mall and 900 meters from Western Express Highway. It's a ready possession project with OC. Lastly, we have Gundecha Premier. The developer is Sea Prince Realty. This is a 15,260 rupees a square foot priced product, which is all inclusive of everything. Project is also ready possession again, 650 meters away from Gundecha School and 950 meters away from the Thakur Mall, offering all the basic amenities. And here you have a S+20 structure, a standalone building of 120 units.
So the ones, I mean, you could get a great deal in a resale market. You can try and negotiate 3 to 4% cheaper. Even from a developer, you could try. It pretty much depends on how stressed the developer is or how leveraged his books are, how important it is for him to actually sell, because it's a ready project and it's still available with the developers. So obviously the sales are slow. So try your luck, Dilip. We've given you a list of shortlisted projects and hopefully you'll like one of them.